Okay, let's try this question here. We've got 5 boys and 4 girls. They go to the movies. They're all seated next to each other in the same row. But one boy and girl are a couple, and they want to sit next to each other at the end of the row of friends. So this is another one where they're locked in. Well, we take one boy and girl and we put them together. Now, I like using the boxes. In how many different ways can this group be seated? So what I do is I take this boy and girl, I put them together. There's 2 ways you can arrange them, boy, girl, or girl, boy. That's 2 factorial. But what have you got? You've got the if you've got 2 factorial here, I mean, how many people do we have altogether? We've used up 2. That leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people left. So that's 7 factorial. Now, this is only one choice, so we don't multiply. We've got 2 ways we can arrange these, boy and girl. But so it's 2 factorial, but then times 7 factorial. It doesn't count as an extra person. So that's what I've said here. The boy and the girl on the left, they're locked in, no choice. So we've just got 7 boys and girls. So there's your 7 factorial. But hey, we can put them on the left side. Why don't we put them on the right side? Because we can at the other end. Well, that's your other one that can happen. So you've got 2 factorials times 7 factorial, the exact same 7 other people. That's how many choices you have. Times the 2 factorial, because it could be a boy, girl, or girl, boy. Well, just put that into your calculator. 2 factorial times 7 factorial plus this one, or just times 2. And what happens? You get 20,160 on your calculator. Now let's see this next question. If all the friends are seated randomly, calculate the probability that all the girls are going to be seated next to each other. Well, probability means we're dividing by the total. So the total, how many people do we have? We've got 9 people, so we've got 4 girls seating next to each other. But hey, we've got 9 people. That's what we put on the bottom. So if you get just 9 factorial, that number goes on the bottom, you'd get a mark. But hey, we're supposed to put the 4 girls together. So let's put 4 of the boxes, all the girls. We'll tie them all together in a rope. Now they could be on the end here, but they could be on the other end, or they could be in all sorts of different positions. They actually count as a choice, just like the other 5 boys here. So that's the story that I tell you. You combine the 4 girls, that's 4 factorial. You'd get a mark, I think, for the 4 factorial. But they count as a 6th person because these 4 people can sit in all sorts of different ways, at the end and in the middle, all over the place. They count just like the way you could arrange one of these 5 boys. So that's why the last number isn't 5 factorial, because the girls count as 1. That makes it 6 factorial. Well, there's all the ways you can do it. 4 factorial for the girls times 6 factorial for all the other combinations, the 5 boys included, all over 9 factorial. Just put that in your calculator. There, I did it in my calculator. 4 factorial times 6 factorial over 9 factorial. In the memo, they've got all these big giant numbers. You don't need it. Your calculator gives you the answer. 1 over 21. And that's it. That's a little bit tricky, but I think I'm finding these questions pretty darn easy by setting it up with the boxes and reading it really carefully. And there you go.